Please, a round of applause for our guests of honor. Honorable Ministers, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav and Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy are joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Federation of Automobile Dealers Association, I, Preeti Dahiya, extend a warm welcome to you all for the 6th Auto Retail Conclave. The 6th edition of Auto Retail Conclave on the theme Transforming Tomorrow, Elevating Customer and Revitalizing Dealer Synergy shall be having discussions to explore strategies to enhance customer-centric practices across sales, after-sales and quality assurance, and also address the evolving needs of automobile consumers. Additionally, it will also focus on strengthening OEM-dealer relationships, aiming to provide a unified voice and strategic direction for all stakeholders involved. It is our absolute honor this morning that we have amongst us Honorable Union Minister of Heavy Industries, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, and Honorable Union Minister, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav, as our guests of honor. Please, a round of applause for our guests of honor as they have joined us on the stage. We welcome you, sir. Thank you for joining us. At the same time, we also extend a warm welcome to our special guests, Dr. V. Anant Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, Ms. Shraddha Suri Marwa, President ACMA and CMD Subros, and Mr. Karthik V. Nagpal, President Rosmerta Group. All of them with us on the stage. We welcome you all. I also request Mr. C.S. Vigneshwar, President FADA, Mr. Sai Giridhar, Vice President FADA, and Mr. Sahesh Damani, CEO FADA, who are also seated with us on the stage to please extend a welcome to our guests. And we also, at the same time, appreciate the presence of the other dignitaries and special guests who are with us in the hall. Treasurer FADA, Mr. Pradeep Agarwal, Mr. Amar Jatin Sheth, Secretary FADA, FADA Governing Council members, past presidents, distinguished guests and dealer friends who are present amongst us in this August gathering. Welcome, and let's get started with the 6th Auto Retail Conclave of the FADA. At the outset, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to request all of you to please stand up for the national anthem. Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya he, Bharata bhagya vidhata. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkala, Vanga, Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchala, Jaladhi, Taranga. Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shubha Ashish Mage, Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha, Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He. Thank you so much. And with that, let's move towards the traditional lighting of the lamp ceremony. For that, I'm also going to request Mr. Amar Jatin Sheth and Mr. Pradeep Agarwal to join us on the dais as we move towards the lighting of the lamp ceremony with our honorable guests of honor. All the dignitaries. This is the traditional lighting of the lamp ceremony, an auspicious ceremony that's part of Indian culture before any event. Shatru buddhi vinashaya, Deepat jyotir namostute, Deepat jyotir namostute, Shubham kurutvam kalyanam, Arogyam dhana sampada, Shubham kurutvam kalyanam, Arogyam dhana sampada. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam, Arogyam dhana sampada, Shubham kurutvam kalyanam, Arogyam dhana sampada. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate you joining us here on this stage, Mr. Agarwal and Mr. Sheth. Let's move on now, and this is something which the FADA has started, and it's called the Sustainable Welcome Initiative. The Federation of Automobile Dealers Association, as you know, is deeply committed to environmental conservation and acknowledges its social responsibility in this regard. Aligned with our sustainable vision, we have introduced this innovative and meaningful approach to welcoming our distinguished guests, termed the Sustainable Welcome Initiative. So in lieu of the traditional flower bouquets, FADA extends a welcome by presenting a certificate to our honorable guests of honor. And for that, I'm going to request Mr. Vigneshwar to welcome the honorable union ministers, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy ji and Mr. Bhupendra Yadav ji with the Sustainable Welcome Initiative. So this is, in fact, in the form of a certificate that Mr. Vigneshwar will be giving to our honorable guests of honor, signifying the planting of a grove of 21 saplings on behalf of both our guests of honor. A separate grove of 21 saplings, our Sustainable Welcome Initiative for Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy and Mr. Bhupendra Yadav. This initiative is in fact done with our partner Give Me Trees Trust. Similarly, I'm going to request Mr. Sai Giridhar to welcome our special guests as well, Dr. V. Anant Nageshwaran, Ms. Shraddha Suri Marwa, and Mr. Karthik V. Nagpal with the Sustainable Welcome Initiative. We will be giving all three of them a certificate each, signifying a planting of a separate grove of 11 saplings, each on their behalf through our partner, Give Me Trees Trust. In fact, this tree planting endeavor is facilitated through our esteemed partnership with the Give Me Trees Trust, where they are entrusted with the responsibility of nurturing these saplings until they reach a stage of self-sustainability, thereby ensuring their long-term growth and contribution to environmental well-being. Thank you so much, and I'm going to request all of you to please give a huge round of applause to this fantastic initiative by FADA, further cementing our commitment towards environmentally sustainable options. And now I'm going to request Mr. C.S. Vigneshwar to kindly present the presidential address. Sir.
Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways, who although unable to attend, has shared his passionate thoughts in a video message. Guest of honor, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, Honorable Minister for Heavy Industries, Government of India. Shri Bhupendra Yadav, Honorable Minister for Environment. Special guest, Shri Ananta Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor, Government of India. Shri Shraddha Suri Marwa, President, ACMA. Respected Governing Council members, members of the Federation, fellow dealers, esteemed guests, industry leaders, and friends from the media, Vanakkam. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as I assume the role of the 37th President of the Federation of Automobile Dealers Associations, FADA, as we celebrate 60 years in FADA. Here, we reflect on an extraordinary journey marked by remarkable growth, innovation, and the strengthening of the automobile retail sector in India. Our industry has evolved tremendously, and today, FADA represents a network of over 15,000 automobile dealers with 30,000 dealership touchpoints, accounting for 90% of the automobile retail industry coverage in India. Together, we employ over 50 lakh people across dealerships and workshops, contributing not just to the economy, but to the very fabric of the Indian society by providing employment opportunities and fostering inclusive growth. As we look to the future, I want to highlight two key elements that will define the next phase of our journey: passion and intent. I'm not here to talk about my passion and intent, but I want to focus on yours. The passion you bring to our dealerships and the intent behind every decision you have made will now drive us forward as an industry. Passion alone will not sustain us. We must have intent that's focused and purposeful in all that we do, especially in areas that will shape the future of auto retail in India. FADA's highest policy priorities for the next 2 years will be the Retail Protection Act and the Model Dealer Agreement. These are not just legislative matters, they are foundational to securing the future of dealerships across our country. But these are just the beginning. The success of these initiatives depends on your passion and, more importantly, your intent. How we address these challenges today will have a lasting consequence for generations of dealers. I call upon every dealer, manager, and employee of dealerships to channel their passions into actionable intent, united in protecting our dealerships and consumers we serve. As your president, my individual legacy is not what matters. But what matters is a collective legacy we can build together, one that ensures the protection and prosperity of auto retail in India. The discussions we make and the actions we take today will determine the future of our industry for years to come. I ask you to engage with FADA and contribute to transforming as we are striving for. Together, we can create a legacy that will be remembered long after we are gone. As we move forward, it is crucial to address the challenges that impact us all. To the Honorable Minister for Environment, Shri Bhupendra Yadav, we urge your support, sir, in reclassifying auto dealer workshops from orange zone to green zone. Today, our workshops practice zero discharge, recycling of water, and increasingly relying on solar power, making them environmentally sustainable. To the Honorable Minister for Heavy Industries, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, we thank you for your continued work on auto policy and the introduction of subsidies under schemes like FAME and EMPS. We are eagerly awaiting the announcement for FAME 3. Sir, we need your support, and hence we request legislative safeguards to prevent OEMs from exiting our country abruptly, leaving dealers, employees, and customers stranded. The employment provided by dealerships is immense. In fact, the top 5 dealerships of the largest passenger vehicle OEM alone employ as many people as the OEM itself. Our success lies in our partnerships. I urge my fellow dealers to engage with OEMs at individual level to expedite and adopt the Model Dealer Agreement. Let us also engage the members of Parliament in our respective constituencies to advance the cause of Retail Protection Act. In auto retail, we must partner cohesively with all stakeholders, including financiers, insurance companies, and suppliers. Only through collaboration can we ensure sustainable growth in this ever-changing industry. To our OEM partners, I ask you to use the findings of the Dealer Satisfaction Survey and also the Customer Experience Index studies wisely. These reports are mirrors that reflect the health of your relationship with dealers and your customers. When both dealers and customers are satisfied, your success will follow. Over the years, FADA has made significant strides in policy advocacy, data sharing, and regulatory reform. Some of our key achievements include the proactive auto retail data sharing via Vahan dashboard influencing policymakers, strong engagements with government authorities and securing critical policy reform, the extension of BS4 sales ensuring smoother transition during the pandemic, the introduction of the Model Dealer Agreement ensuring OEM-dealer relations that are equitable, recognition of auto dealerships under MSME status, enhancing industry support, legal victories such as the favorable orders in Tamil Nadu regarding the implementation of CMVR. As we continue to build on these achievements, I request the Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, to ensure strong directives to state government for the full implementation of CMVR. I also thank Gadkari ji and his ministry for bringing in world-class highways that allow us to sell more vehicles and for the path-breaking new CMVR Act in our country. The introduction of the 5-year trade certificate has also greatly helped in the ease of doing business for dealerships. I am committed to representing every single one of our dealers industry partners, and our customers. With your support, I have no doubt that together we can navigate the challenges ahead and create a brighter, more prosperous future for Indian auto retail. Thank you, and let's build on this legacy together. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vigneshwar. And with that, I'm going to once again request Mr. Amar Sheth and Mr. Pradeep Agarwal to join us on the dais as we prepare to unveil the FADA Digest 2024. Can I please request for the copies to be sent on the stage as our guests of honor, Honorable Ministers, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji and Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji will be jointly unveiling the FADA Digest 2024. And as you know, FADA Digest is published biannually, and this is the 3rd edition. The digest pledges to highlight FADA's initiatives and showcase quality articles from esteemed figures within the auto industry with a special focus on the realm of auto retail. A round of applause, please, for the 3rd edition of the FADA Digest. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to request Mr. Damani, perhaps you have 2 magic switches with you that have to be handed over to our guests of honor for unveiling of the Auto Dealers Day 2024 theme and logo. There is much suspense around this every year that we have the Auto Retail Conclave. So 2 switches will be handed over. Yeah, okay. And as the minister presses it, we will unveil the Auto Dealers Day 2024 theme and logo. Sir, can we play that? The theme for this year focuses on health checkup for employees. And at the same time, there's another bit of work that you will have to do, sir. I'm so sorry I'm bothering you repeatedly. But that magic switch also takes us to the FADA's corporate video that we will be playing next with your help, sir. We are ready with the corporate video.
India is home to millions of vehicles, with lakhs of Indians walking into showrooms every day to get their dream vehicle. For years, dealerships have been the eyes and ears of the automotive system, representing the world's global brands to the Indian consumer. And at the heart of it is the Federation of Automobile Dealers Associations since 1964. FADA has been the driving force behind India's automobile dealership industry, ensuring its growth and sustainability. Dealerships today fuel dreams, drive the economy, and create millions of jobs, providing livelihoods for over 5 million people across the country. An important aspect of the Governing Council is that it has representation from all states, ensuring that all geographies are covered and every region's needs are addressed.
FADA has reached to all the last mile dealerships as well. Apart from this, we have given them power in terms of the state budgets, where they can independently do spending in terms of the CSR activities, in terms of liaising with the state governments, and more importantly, liaising with the state transport departments and all the RTOs, which effectively means that 1600 plus RTOs are covered and are in touch with FADA officials at the state level on a day-to-day basis.
FADA's advocacy has led to significant achievements, protecting the interests of dealers and driving policy reforms. A landmark victory was securing Supreme Court approval to extend the sale of BS4 vehicles, safeguarding dealers from financial losses.
Around March, COVID started spreading across many states, and that is when FADA decided to once again appeal to the court, as we saw that these stocks would not be liquidated, resulting in many dealerships getting into financial problems, and some might even shut down if the stocks were not sold. Across India during the COVID period, on hundreds of Zoom calls, the FADA team, our state chairmen, the regional directors of each and every state had online meetings with the entire dealer community and collected this data over many nights, sometimes into the wee hours of the morning. And finally, we were able to convince the Supreme Court with the data given that our case was genuine.
To sustain this growth, FADA established the FADA Academy, an institution dedicated to elevating the standards of leadership and operational excellence within the automotive retail sector. The Academy empowers leadership dealers with cutting-edge skills and knowledge to thrive in a competitive market, ensuring continuous improvement and excellence. Among the flagship initiatives of the FADA is the Gen X certification program, designed to prepare the next generation of leaders in the automotive dealership industry. This program focuses on fostering entrepreneurial skills, aligning HR practices, and promoting design thinking to enhance dealership operations.
The idea to make dealers future-proof, that's where the vertical FADA Gen X was born. The idea that could bring the second generation together to learn from each other and learn from the values and the experiences of the rich experience that FADA members have. That's how this whole vertical was created a couple of years back, when it was Mr. Vinkesh Gulati, Rishabh and myself thought about it and put the ball rolling.
In the past 2 years, we have now trained around some 90-100 Gen X kids who were, and some were even not interested to come into auto. We lured in a lot of big brands like Narsi Mohanji, IIT Delhi, so that they get interested in with such big names that they'll get a certificate out of that.
Collaboration is our strength. Partnering with SIAM and ACMA, we formed the Automotive Skills Development Council to address industry skill needs. Women in FADA are not just participants. They are leaders, innovators, and trailblazers.
First biggest challenge that we faced, and we tried to tell them that you need to be seen so that people see you and get encouraged. This whole tag of the auto industry being the boys club has to go. When we started this journey way back in 2022, we were 15, and I'm happy to say today we are 100.
The Gen X program plays a crucial role in nurturing these future leaders, ensuring that women in the automotive industry are empowered to drive progress and innovation. From monthly vehicle registration reports to in-depth market analysis, FADA's data is a vital tool for the industry.
The industry was initially governed by wholesale numbers, and we were kind of, we never knew what exactly is happening in the market. This data, what we are releasing, it's phenomenal. We know the exact situation of the industry, where exactly industry is moving, and where as a dealer we stand in the market. So that has helped us tremendously.
For the past 3 years, we are doing dealer satisfaction study, and it has become a very credible and an important thing for planning how the manufacturer will look about the future in satisfying the dealers and giving them the support to in turn satisfy the customers. This year, we have also started the Customer Engagement Index, and it has gone off well. The results are out.
See, right now, right from Ministry of Heavy Industries to RBI to Chief Economic Advisor, they have been using our data, and they have been calling our office to further categorize data.
At FADA, we believe in being the voice of dealerships, providing the help, support, and guidance needed for continued growth. And as we look into the future, the roadmap is clear with multiple agendas on the table.
There are a couple of things which we probably need to work on. One which we're already doing it and we want to strengthen it would be the trainings which we have for our dealer principals and our dealer staff. We want to make sure that our trainings are strong enough which reflect the requirements of the market, and also which make sure that the customer delight is done seamlessly. The SEMVR rules have been passed by the Parliament, but the implementation across the states have been quite uneven. Our goal is to make sure that we work with state governments and to see that the SEMVR rules are implemented across.
For over 60 years, FADA has been the voice of Indian automotive retail. Through initiatives like the FADA Academy, Gen X program, and the empowerment of women leaders, we are not just preparing for the future, we are shaping it, ensuring a vibrant, competitive, and sustainable industry.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vigneshwar did speak about it in his presidential address, and we have it ready. We have a very special video message for all of you from Honorable Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. He could not join us here for the conclave today, but he has been gracious enough to send us a video message. Let's play that now.
Namaskar. Respectable my colleague, Mr. Kumaraswamy ji, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav ji, V. Ananta Nageshwaran, Sri V.G. Vigneshwar, Sri Sai Girdhar, Ms. Shraddha Suri, Marwa, and all respected dignitaries and dear friends. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to FADA on completing 60 years of remarkable service to the nation and celebrating its Diamond Jubilee in such a professional and impactful manner. With over 15,000 dealerships employing more than 50 lakh people, FADA has consistently contributed to regional development, social inclusion, and economic growth through its network. It provides employment opportunities closer to home for many, fostering social upliftment and contributing significantly to India's economic resilience. The auto retail sector is a major pillar of our economy, contributing sustainability to our GDP with annual revenue of around 40,000 crore and contributing 95,000 crore in various taxes and levies to both the central and the state government. Its influence extends beyond the automotive sphere to sectors like finance, insurance, and all, creating a multiplier action across the economy. FADA's leadership, particularly in advocating for import policy reform, has been crucial to ensuring fairness, transparency, and sustainability across the industry. The government vision for the future of mobility is one of the sustainability innovations and safety. We are working towards making into a global leader in green mobility solution. FADA focus on environmentally friendly dealership practices as well as the scrappage policy aligning with this vision. The road safety remains one of our top priorities. I am pleased to see FADA actively promoting safety through initiatives like the Buckle Up campaign, emphasizing the use of seat belt and helmets, the adoption of the new CMV rules 1989, and efforts to streamline their implementation will also contribute to making our roads safer, more efficient, and easier to navigate. The theme of this year's conclave, Transforming Tomorrow, Elevating Customer and Revelation Dealers Synergy, is timely and aligns with the government's push towards a customer-centric approach in the automotive sector. The automotive industry is the cusp of the revolution, and as we look to the future, it is critical that the sector continues to innovate, especially in areas like customer service, after sales, and quality assurance. As a distributor of automobiles, you play a pivotal role in the government mission and Make in India and contribute significantly to realizing our vision of self-reliant India. I want to assure you that the government remains committed to supporting the auto retail sector in every possible way, and we deeply value the role that FADA and its members play in driving the growth of the Indian economy, and we look forward to working closely with all stakeholders to achieve our shared goals. It's really a happy moment for me that you are completing 60 years, and also it is very unfortunate for me. I am physically, because of my various appointments and reasons, I am not in Delhi. So I am making my apology for that and giving all of you best wishes. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Gadkari ji. We definitely are missing him here in this hall, but it's always good to hear his encouraging words, no matter what the medium. Thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to request Mr. Manish Raj Singhania, immediate past president of FADA, to please join us on stage. Sir, it's with immense gratitude that the FADA fraternity is delighted to present its gesture of appreciation to you for having served as the president of FADA during the years 2022-24. We are delighted to share that the past 2 years under your leadership have been momentous for FADA, from the recognition gained as the apex representative body in the automobile retail industry to our increased and fruitful engagement with the government, manufacturers, and the entire automotive retail ecosystem. Your vision of a unified and strengthened FADA gives us an astute direction to the future course. On behalf of over 15,000 dealers across 28 states and 8 union territories of our nation, we thank you for your impeccable leadership. It has been an honor. Please join us on the stage as I'm going to request Mr. Kumaraswamy ji to present Mr. Singhania with the kaleidoscope. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Mr. Manish Raj Singhania, the immediate past president of FADA. Thank you so much, Mr. Singhania. Thank you so much, Mr. Kumaraswamy ji. Thank you, sir. Now I'm going to request Mr. Vinkesh Gulati, former chairman, FADA Academy and Research, to join us on the dais. As first president of FADA Academy and Research, under your extraordinary leadership, the Academy and Research has not only grown but has flourished, setting new benchmarks in innovation and excellence within the automobile retail industry. Your relentless pursuit of excellence has been the driving force behind forming that has enriched the educational experience. Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji presenting Mr. Gulati with the kaleidoscope. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I can't hear your applause. Is the audio too loud for it? Thank you so much, sir. We stand in deep appreciation of your unparalleled service and monumental contributions to the FADA. Thank you so much to both our guests of honor for doing the honors. And with that, I'm now going to invite on stage, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. V. Anant Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance. I'm going to hand over the mic to him to address the August gathering, sir.
Honorable Ministers, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy Sir, Minister for Heavy Industries, Honorable Minister for Environment, Forests and Climate Change, Mr. Bhupendra Singh Yadav, the past President of FADA, the incoming President, Mr. Vignesh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for inviting me to this important milestone in your journey as a dealers association. It must be a matter of satisfaction that your organization has completed 6 decades. Of course, in human life, completing 6 decades means you are entering into the twilight zone. But in the life of an organization, completing 6 decades means you are still very young and have plenty of milestones to further achieve and cross. I was going through the publication that was released by the Honorable Ministers a few minutes ago. It's very interesting that there is more than one article penned by the legal advisor on GST, on warranties, etc. So that gives me an important insight that FADA should continue to play. It is not only an information exchange between the manufacturer and the consumer, it also is a repository of information for policymakers and also for economic analysis such as ourselves. Mr. Singhania did mention in his video remarks that we have worked with FADA, and in your monthly press releases, there used to be this data on aggregate sale of all kinds of passenger vehicles in the national level, at the national level, from two-wheelers to four-wheelers to tractors, etc. At our request, FADA did considerable research and has started presenting the data in terms of rural and urban split. So my heartfelt and sincere thanks to FADA for taking up our request and beginning to present this data both in terms of urban and rural India. Because automobile sales is a very important barometer of consumer demand and private consumption in the country. And especially being able to see in terms of rural and urban India. In fact, I must say that FADA's initiative has given us the inspiration, and tomorrow I'm visiting NABARD in Mumbai, asking them to come up with other indicators of rural demand. Whereas FADA was able to give us the automobile-based indicator of rural demand. And as you all have seen, in the first 5 months of this year, financial year, rural sale of passenger vehicles, two-wheelers, three-wheelers, tractors has outpaced the sale in urban India. But I'm confident that in the coming months, sale in urban India will also pick up, because the first 3 months of the financial year, we had a mammoth election, and government's capital expenditure also was relatively slower. But as this kicks into the high gear and more contracts are awarded, that there is a flow of liquidity, flow of contracts, and employment generation that will happen along with private sector capital formation, which will automatically lead to improvement in urban demand as well in the coming months with respect to automobile sales. I did mention your role as information exchange between consumers and producers. But you can also act as a valuable feedback mechanism gathering global trends, because one of the issues that we found with the Indian automobile manufacturing, regardless of the fact that it is a very, very important segment of Indian manufacturing landscape itself, is that not all Indian brands, automobile brands, do very well with respect to passenger safety. In the new car tests that are conducted every year, very few Indian models pass the test of passenger safety. There can be no compromise, and it is up to the passengers to be able to choose between safety and the price point. But the offering from the manufacturers should be complete in terms of safety, and the information disclosure that you people will continue to make to the Indian public about the safety features has to be paramount. And the second aspect related to safety, and this is where you can play the role of a major information provider to the manufacturers, is that safety is not only with respect to the products that they make, but also with respect to the operating practices inside the car manufacturing plants. Worker safety also has to be taken very seriously, and some of the ways in which worker productivity is tied to the cost efficiencies and as well as the final price points are very closely linked to the worker safety practices in Indian car manufacturing. So, while you step into your 7th decade under the leadership of a new president, I wish you all the very best and success in your role as intermediaries in the automobile landscape, and continue to also provide valuable inputs and feedback, not only to policymakers such as the honorable ministers here, but also to economic analysis people such as ourselves. I wish you all the very best. Thank you once again for having me here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nageshwaran. I'm going to now request Ms. Shraddha Suri Marwa, President ACMA, and CMD Subros to please present her keynote address. Ma'am.
Namaskar. Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, Honorable Minister for Heavy Industries. Dr. Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Mr. Vigneshwar, President FADA. Mr. Sai Giridhar, Vice President FADA. Mr. Karthik Nagpal and Mr. Saharsh Damani. At the outset, let me congratulate Mr. Vigneshwar on assuming the position of President, FADA, and Mr. Sai Girdhar as Vice President of FADA as it completes its milestone 60 years. I'm confident that under your able leadership, FADA will continue to grow and to be strong and effective voices for vehicle dealers. I commend all the past presidents and leadership at FADA for their collective efforts in creating a credible institution that has earned its rightful place in the automotive ecosystem. It is indeed a pleasure to have the distinguished ministers with us here today. The combined impact of the policies from your respective ministries, sir, is driving the automotive industry towards greater localization and global competitiveness. We are seeing increased initiatives and a stronger commitment from our industry in areas like safety, emission, recycling, scrappage, and circularity. Additionally, the post-pandemic growth in vehicle sales is promising for both the component industry as well as dealerships. While I understand that there are concerns over rising inventory levels, we remain optimistic that the upcoming festive season will help us navigate through these challenges. As you all know, the automotive industry is undergoing a profound change driven by technological advancements, environment concerns, and evolving consumer preferences. As a dealership owner, I believe navigating industry transformations requires for us to wholeheartedly embrace electric mobility by investing in EV training, infrastructure, and partnerships with manufacturers. Digitization is also crucial. We need to strengthen our online presence, enhancing user experiences, and embracing e-commerce for sales and service bookings. Further, diversifying revenue streams through new opportunities like EV charging infrastructure and maintenance services will position our dealerships for long-term success in this evolving environment, eventually delivering exceptional customer service both online and offline. Adapting to these changes is indeed challenging, but only those who evolve will thrive. With the right strategies and a forward-thinking approach, vehicle dealers can not only survive, but excel in the new landscape. It is essential to view these challenges and opportunities for growth and innovation. FADA will play an even more crucial role in guiding its members through this transformation, ensuring they emerge stronger. As I close, I wish you all the very best for the event and for a bright future. Our hopes are strongly tied to the success of our friends in the auto dealership. You do good, we do good. Thank you for having me, and I wish FADA continued success in all its endeavors. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Ms. Marwa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome to Honorable Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav, as I invite him to please share a few words with the gathering. So please.
आज की FADA की इस 6th ऑटो रिटेल कॉन्क्लेव में उपस्थित हमारे भारत सरकार के वरिष्ठ मंत्री सम्माननीय HD कुमारस्वामी साहब, यहाँ पर उपस्थित एसोसिएशन के सभी पदाधिकारीगण, आपके प्रेसिडेंट श्री कार्तिक वी नागपाल जी, यहाँ पर उपस्थित श्रद्धा सूरी जी, भारत सरकार के मुख्य आर्थिक सलाहकार श्री वी अनंतन जी, सबसे पहले तो मैं आप सभी को बधाई देना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि जब से मैंने आपके इस कैंपस में प्रवेश किया, आपके ग्रीन इनिशिएटिव बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस मेरे को सुनने को मिली, तो मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा कि आप लोग इस दृष्टि से बहुत अच्छा प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और आप सब लोगों ने मुझे अभी आने से पहले बातचीत में बताया भी कि आप कम से कम कार्बन एमिशन में कैसे जीरो फुटप्रिंट हो उसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं। और दुनिया में इस समय जो सबसे बड़ी चुनौती है वो क्लाइमेट चेंज की है। क्योंकि हमारा जो कंजम्पशन पैटर्न है वो कंजम्पशन पैटर्न निश्चित रूप से क्लाइमेट को तो इम्पैक्ट करता है। इसलिए ग्रोथ के साथ हम लोगों को इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के साथ इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस की भी आवश्यकता है। मैं जब दुनिया भर में एनवायरनमेंट की बातचीत में जाता हूं, लोगों से मिलता हूं, तो सामान्यतः दो तरह के लोग मुझे मिलते हैं। एक तो वो है जो कैटास्ट्रोफिक हैं, शिकायती करते हैं कि कुछ नहीं होगा, सब बिगड़ जाएगा, सब चला जाएगा। दूसरे वो है जो टेक्नो ऑप्टिमिस्ट है, मेरा वर्ड है कि टेक्नोलॉजी सबको सुधार देगी। मुझे लगता है प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो ग्लासगो में पूरी दुनिया के सामने विषय रखा वो इसके बीच का रास्ता है कि हमको लाइफ माने एनवायरनमेंट फ्रेंडली लाइफस्टाइल को अपनाना पड़ेगा, और जिसका सिंपल सॉल्यूशन है कंजम्पशन करने को हम मना नहीं कर रहे, लेकिन चीजों का माइंडफुल यूटिलाइजेशन होना चाहिए रेदर देन माइंडलेस कंजम्पशन। और इसलिए देश के स्तर पे तो सरकारों के द्वारा मिटिगेशन मेजर्स अपनाए जाते हैं, सोसाइटी के स्तर पर एडेप्टेशन के प्रयास होते हैं, लेकिन इंडिविजुअल स्तर पर हम लोग अगर एनवायरमेंटल कॉन्शियसनेस रखते हैं, मैं कई बार ये कहता हूं कि जैसे सिविक सेंस हम बच्चों के अंदर सिखाते हैं, ऐसे ही अगर हम एनवायरमेंटल सेंस सिखाएं तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के लिए बेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी हम कैसे ले सकते हैं और विकल्पों पर कैसे जा सकते हैं एनर्जी को लेकर के। इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज को अपने ग्रोथ के लिए एनर्जी की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि जब तक एक्सेस ऑफ एनर्जी कॉमन व्यक्ति तक नहीं पहुंचेगा, हम उसको जो गरिमापूर्ण जीवन देना चाहते हैं, लाइफ विद डिग्निटी, वो हम उसको नहीं पहुंचा सकते। और इसलिए डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज ने जो आज डेवलपमेंट के मुकाम हासिल किए हैं, उनको ये नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि उन्होंने धरती का सबसे ज्यादा कार्बन एमिशन के स्पेस को घेरा भी है। और इसलिए हम कहते हैं कि दो चीजें डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज को करनी चाहिए। पहला, जो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज हैं दुनिया की वार्ताओं में, उनको क्लाइमेट फाइनेंस उपलब्ध कराया जाना चाहिए, और दूसरा टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर भी करना चाहिए, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी एक अर्थ में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाती है। और अभी जब आपके फैडा के प्रेसिडेंट बोल रहे थे तो आग्रह कर रहे थे कि हमारी वर्कशॉप को ऑरेंज से ग्रीन में लेके आइए। मैं मानता हूं कि आपके पास भी आपकी एसोसिएशन सेमिनार करने के साथ एक हिस्सा अगर टेक्नोलॉजी रिसर्च में लगाए, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग में लगाए, नॉलेज शेयरिंग में लगाए, क्लाइमेट एक्शन प्रोग्राम में लगाए, तो मुझे लगता है आप में इतनी क्षमता है कि आप ज़्यादा बेहतर परिणाम लेके आ सकते हो। और भारत ने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में करके दिखाया है। 2015 में जब दुनिया में वापस से UNFCCC के एग्रीमेंट को रीडिफाइन किया गया और उसको पेरिस एग्रीमेंट का नाम दिया गया, तो दुनिया के सभी देशों के लिए CBDRC के प्रिंसिपल को लागू किया गया। CBDR के प्रिंसिपल, कॉमन बट डिफरेंशिएटेड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। हम सबका लक्ष्य एक है, सब चीजों का लक्ष्य एक है कि दुनिया का तापमान कम होना चाहिए, पर हम अपने अपने देश की कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से इस क्षमता की वृद्धि करेंगे। और दुनिया के सभी देशों को कहा गया कि वो अपने अपने NDCs देवें, नेशनल डिटरमिन्ड कंट्रीब्यूशन, और भारत ने भी अपने 8 NDCs दिए। 3 हमारे जो NDCs थे वो क्वांटिटेटिव थे 5 NDCs हमारे क्वालिटेटिव थे। जो हमारे क्वांटिटेटिव NDC थे उसमें 2 प्रमुख थे। पहला, हम अपने कार्बन एमिशन को 2005 का जो पॉइंट था उससे 40% रिड्यूस करेंगे। दूसरा, हम अपने रिन्यूएबल की क्षमता को भी 45% पे, उस कंजम्पशन पे पैटर्न जो 2005 में था उस पर लेकर के जाएंगे। और मुझे बताते हुए खुशी है और हमारे देश का ये गौरव है कि जो NDCs के लक्ष्य हमने 2030 के लिए रखे थे, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमने 9 साल पहले 2021 में ही प्राप्त किए। ये भारत की उपलब्धि है कि दुनिया के 17-17% पॉपुलेशन हमारे पास है। कई बार हम लोग भी घबरा जाते हैं कि हम चौथे नंबर पे सबसे पॉल्यूटेड कंट्री हो गए। ऐसा हमारा कंजम्पशन पैटर्न नहीं दिखाता है। हम 17% पॉपुलेशन है, हमारा 4% के थोड़ा ज़्यादा कार्बन एमिशन का कंजम्पशन है, चौथे नंबर पे है। लेकिन दुनिया के जितने डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज़ हैं जो अपने आप को डेवलप्ड में बहुत आगे हैं, उनकी अगर पॉपुलेशन को मिला दिया जाए तो उनकी जो 17% पॉपुलेशन है उनका कार्बन एमिशन 60% है। हम उसको टच भी नहीं कर सकते। तो हमारा देश का कंजम्पशन पैटर्न अलग है। उसके बावजूद भी दुनिया में जब NDCs के साथ बातचीत के बाद दुनिया के हर देश को अपना जो ग्रीन गैस का जो CSG जो उनको है वो प्रस्तुत करना होता है कि आपके यहाँ ग्रीन गैस को लेकर के आपका पैटर्न क्या है। और ये बाइनियल होता है, द्विवार्षिक होता है। भारत ने 2019 के आधार पे शर्म एल शेख में जो हमारा कॉप हुआ उसमें हमने प्रेजेंटेशन रखा और हमने दुनिया को ये सिद्ध किया कि हमारी इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ और ग्रीन ग्रोथ ये दोनों बराबर चल रही है, जबकि दुनिया की 17% आबादी को हम रखते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में कई क्लाइमेट एक्शन प्रोग्राम भारत ने 2015 के बाद किए हैं। जब हम रिन्यूएबल की बात करते हैं तो भारत ने फ्रांस के साथ मिलकर इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस बनाया, उसका हेडक्वार्टर भी भारत में है। आज दुनिया के 137 से ज़्यादा कंट्री उसके मेंबर हैं। जब हम आज जो पूरा क्लाइमेट चेंज के कारण जो हम इम्पैक्ट देखते हैं डिज़ास्टर का, तो भारत ने CDRI कोलिशन फॉर डिज़ास्टर रेजिलियंस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाया ताकि हम नॉलेज शेयरिंग कर सके, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग कर सके। और वो भी आज दुनिया का अच्छा क्लाइमेट एक्शन प्रोग्राम बना। जो हार्ड टू अबेट इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं, चाहे स्टील सेक्टर हो, चाहे कंस्ट्रक्शन सेक्टर हो, चाहे ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्टर हो, वहाँ भी स्वीडन के साथ मिलकर भारत ने लेड IT लीडरशिप फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन बनाया। दुनिया की बड़ी जो कंपनियां हैं और उसके साथ साथ जो बड़े देश हैं वो आज उसके सदस्य बने हैं। और जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस जो दुनिया का हो रहा है, उस बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस को देखते हुए भारत ने जो दुनिया की 7 बिग कैट है उसके लिए इंटरनेशनल बिग कैट अलायंस बनाया है। और हमारा ये मानना है कि देश में दोनों चीज़ों में लगातार बढ़ने का काम होना चाहिए। हमारी इकोलॉजी भी सुरक्षित रहनी चाहिए, उसके साथ ही साथ हमारी इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ भी होनी चाहिए। मुझे जानकर के खुशी हुई कि आप लोग रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट के साथ आजकल एक पेड़ भी देने लग गए हैं। ये तो बड़ी खुशी की बात है। इस समय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इस साल जो 5 जून को जो इंटरनेशनल एनवायरनमेंट डे था उस पर उन्होंने एक प्रोग्राम शुरू किया है, एक पेड़ माँ के नाम। मैं सब जगह इस बात को कहता हूँ, धरती पर हम 2 लोगों का हमारे पे सबसे बड़ा हमारे पे उपकार है और उनके प्रति हमारी जो कृतज्ञता होगी, जो ग्रेटिट्यूड होगा, वो हमारे जीवन को सफल बनाएगा। पहला, धरती पे हमको जन्म हमारी माँ ने दिया है। हम इस समय हमेशा से उनके प्रति हमेशा ऋणी होना पड़ेगा, उसको हम चुका नहीं सकते। और दूसरा, इस धरती पर जो हम रह रहे हैं, इस धरती पे सबसे बड़ा उपकार धरती माँ का है। आपके 15,000 डीलर हैं, वो कार बेच सकते हैं, वाहन बेच सकते हैं, पर कोई भी दुनिया का ऐसा इंडस्ट्री नहीं खड़ा हुआ है जो गेहूं बना सकता हो। हम जो कुछ करते हैं नेचर से लिए हुए चीज़ का एडिशन करते हैं। हम नेचर में कुछ पैदा नहीं कर सकते। नेचर के में जब हम पैदा नहीं कर सकते तो इतना ज़रूर कर सकते हैं कि जिसको हम काटते हैं मकान बनाने के लिए, इंडस्ट्री बनाने के लिए, उस पेड़ को कम से कम एक पेड़ अपनी माँ के नाम पे जरूर लगाएं। वो अपनी माँ के प्रति और धरती माँ के प्रति सबसे बड़ा ग्रेटिट्यूड होगा। आप ये कर रहे हैं, लेकिन और ज़्यादा सब लोगों के साथ सामूहिक रूप से आके करें तो मुझे लगता है आपकी एसोसिएशन एक बड़ा और महत्वपूर्ण काम कर पाएगी। दूसरा जो विषय है वो हमारे देश में इस बात पर है कि हम एक पेड़ माँ के नाम जैसा अभियान किया है, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर क्लाइमेट एक्शन प्रोग्राम किया है, लेकिन देश के स्तर पर भी हम चाहते हैं कि देश में रीयूज़ और रीसाइकल इसके ऊपर हम जोर दें। भारत सरकार स्क्रैप पॉलिसी लेकर के आई है, उसको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इम्प्लीमेंटेशन भी करना चाहिए। रीयूज़ और रीसाइकिल और जो सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी है वो आने वाले समय की सबसे बड़ी हकीकत है। हम सारी चीज़ें हमेशा धरती से नहीं ले सकते और हम ऐसा भी नहीं कर सकते कि धरती से जो कुछ लें वो हम बेस्ट लें और धरती को जो कुछ दें वो हम गार्बेज के रूप में दें। हमें इससे अलग हटना होगा और इसलिए सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी को लेकर के हमारी मिनिस्ट्री में रबड़ से लेकर के और बाकी चीज़ों में जितने भी सर्कुलर हैं, एनवायरनमेंट मिनिस्ट्री ने पूरा पब्लिक कंसल्टेशन करते हुए सबके सामने उसको लागू करने का प्रयास किया है। और जैसे एक पेड़ माँ के नाम है, आजकल मैं आईआईटी के बच्चों में जा रहा हूँ और स्टूडेंट्स में जा रहा हूँ, यूथ में जा रहा हूँ। हमारी मिनिस्ट्री ने 15 अक्टूबर तक एक और इनिशिएटिव लिया है, आइडियाज़ फॉर लाइफ। आइडियाज़ फॉर लाइफ का अर्थ है हमारे जीवन के बहुत सारे क्षेत्र हैं। सेव एनर्जी, एनर्जी को हम कैसे रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। सेव वाटर, वाटर का हम माइंडफुल यूटिलाइजेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं। सेव फूड, फूड का जो वेस्टेज है वो हमारे लैंडफिल्स को बहुत ज़्यादा भरने का काम करता है। क्लीन एयर, उसको हम कैसे कर सकते हैं। वेस्ट, आजकल जो सॉलिड वेस्ट जो सबसे बड़ा सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी का आधार है, उसके लिए हम कैसे कर सकते हैं। और एक और जो वेस्ट है वो उससे अलग है, ई वेस्ट। ई वेस्ट के बारे में हम कैसे कर सकते हैं। हेल्दी लाइफ स्टाइल, मेरा आपसे भी आग्रह है, आपके जो 15,000 डीलर हैं, आइडियाज़ फॉर लाइफ के लिए लोगों को प्रेरित करें, एक पेड़ माँ के नाम के लिए प्रेरित करें, मिशन लाइफ के लिए प्रेरित करें और आप तरक्की करें। देश की इकोनॉमी में आप 15,000 डीलर्स के साथ जो एक बहुत बड़ा, नितिन जी कह रहे थे 95,000 करोड़ का या कितने का, इकोनॉमिक एडवाइज़र ज़्यादा अच्छा डाटा बता सकते हैं, लेकिन देश के जॉब क्रिएशन में, इकोनॉमी में और देश की गति देने में जो आप लोग काम कर रहे हैं, आप सबको बधाई। और हम इकोलॉजी और इकोनॉमी को साथ लेकर के चलें, उसमें आपका योगदान मिले। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।
बहुत शुक्रिया भूपेंद्र यादव जी, आपके शब्दों की रोशनी में और आपके और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में हमारी संस्था भी आगे बढ़ने की यूं ही कोशिश करती रहेगी। इसी के साथ लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आई एम गोइंग टू रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज वेलकम ऑन द डायस मिस्टर H.D. Kumaraswamy, Honorable Union Minister of Heavy Industries, as I request him to address the gathering. Sir, please.
My cabinet colleague, Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Dr. Anant Nageshwaran, Economic Advisor to Finance Ministry, Shri C.S. Vigneshwar, Shri Sai Giridhar, Miss Sharda Surimarav, Shri Karthik V. Nagpal, Shri Saresh Damani. A good afternoon, a very good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais and all esteemed guests. It is a pleasure to be here at 6th Auto Retail Conclave of FADA under the theme Transforming Tomorrow, Elevating Customer and Revitalizing Dealer Synergy. Today, we gather at a momentous time, a time when India is taking significant strides towards transforming its economy and strengthening its global leadership. I would like to congratulate FADA on completing 60 remarkable years and celebrating its Diamond Jubilee in a meaningful manner. FADA, representing over 15,000 automobile dealerships and employing more than 5 million people, has been instrumental in fostering growth and inclusivity. By ensuring employment opportunities close to home for many, FADA is contributing not only to economic growth but also to social inclusion and regional development. The auto retail sector contributes significantly to India's GDP and also contributes approximately 95,000 crores in taxes, road tax and other levies to both central and the state governments. Its impact on the insurance, finance and oil sectors is far-reaching, creating a ripple effect throughout the economy. It is also worth noting that the auto retail sector is 3.5 times larger than the organized retail sector, underscoring its vast economic footprint. The sector's investments in real estate and infrastructure further highlight its importance in state-level economies across India. The theme of this year's event, Transforming Tomorrow, Elevating Customer and Revitalizing Dealer Synergy, resonates deeply with the government's vision for the automotive sector. As India moves towards becoming a global leader in mobility solutions, it is crucial that we continue to support initiatives that enhance customer-centric practices across sales, after-sales, and quality assurance. The government remains committed to working closely with industry stakeholders to ensure that the Indian auto retail industry continues to grow in a sustainable and customer-friendly manner. Under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, we have seen bold reforms that are driving the transformation of our industries. To further boost the industry's vision, the government has rolled out several key initiatives to further accelerate growth. One such initiative is PLI scheme for automobile and auto component industry, launched in 2021, has been instrumental in attracting 74,850 crore in proposed investments. Of this, 17,896 crore has been actually invested by March 2024. This has already generated 30,502 employments. Similarly, the production-linked incentive scheme for advanced battery cells, which plays a pivotal role in promoting the development of new generation energy storage technologies. With a budgetary outlay of 18,100 crore, the scheme aims to achieve a manufacturing capacity of 50 gigawatt hour, with 3 companies already committing to 30 gigawatt of capacity. Recently, that's on 4th September, we have also awarded 10 gigawatt more capacity. We are also witnessing the impact of the FAME2 scheme, which promotes the adoption of electric and hybrid vehicles to reduce greenhouse gas emissions with a total budget of 11,500 crore. This initiative is driving the electrification of public transportation across India. Furthermore, the Electric Mobility Promotion Scheme, launched in March 2024, is providing an additional boost to the 2 and 3 wheelers EV segment with a 78 crore outlay. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize that the Indian government is fully committed to creating a business-friendly ecosystem for the automotive sector. We are aware of the challenges that lay ahead, but I am confident that with continued collaboration between the government, OEMs and dealers, India will achieve its vision of becoming a global leader in sustainable and customer-friendly mobility. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kumaraswamy. With your government's commitment towards making ease of business as its priority, I'm sure all the industries would benefit from that. I'm going to now request Mr. Karthik V. Nagpal, President Rosmerta Group, to present the keynote address. Sir.
Good afternoon to our guests of honor, Honorable Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Honorable Union Minister of Heavy Industries and Steel, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy ji, our special guests, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, Dr. Nageswaran, President, ECMA and CMD Subros, Mrs. Shraddha Suri Marwa, President of FADA, Mr. C.S. Vigneshwar, Vice President, Mr. Sai Girdhar, and CEO, Mr. Sahesh Damani, and valued members of our dealer community. I would like to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to our esteemed ministers for their invaluable presence today. Your leadership and commitment are vital to the ongoing growth, innovation, and sustainability of the industry. The MOEF has been instrumental in advancing sustainability within the automotive sector. Your leadership in implementing the EPR rules, which shall be pivotal in promoting responsible recycling of end-of-life vehicles and fostering circularity in our industry. Under the EPR framework, OEMs and the dealer community especially will play a crucial role in educating customers and facilitating the collection of ELVs. To the Honorable Minister of Heavy Industries, I extend my deepest thanks for your unwavering support of our sector. Initiatives like the production-linked incentives, FAME 2, and many others have driven significant investment in new technologies, positioning us at the forefront of global automotive innovation. I would like to request the Honorable Ministers to consider an incentive scheme similar to the PLI for automatic testing stations and vehicle scrapping programs. Just as the manufacturing sector has been galvanized through PLIs, these emerging sectors also require greater support from the government. Both the ATS and RVSF initiatives will complement the government's ongoing efforts towards sustainable growth in the automotive sector. I must also take a moment to acknowledge and commend the FADA, a prominent and impactful organization that has consistently supported and empowered the dealer community across India. With a strong focus on upskilling, best practices, and now next-gen leadership, these programs ensure the continuous development and upliftment of the dealer community, a critical component of India's automotive sector. A special thanks to Mr. Manish Singhania for his exemplary leadership in advancing FADA's progressive vision over the past 2 years. Under your guidance, numerous initiatives focusing on sustainability, dealer upliftment, and overall community growth have been launched. Your efforts have made a lasting impact, laying a strong foundation for future progress. As we look ahead, I warmly welcome Mr. C.S. Vigneshwar as the newly elected President of FADA, along with the incoming state chairs. We are eager to collaborate with you in strengthening the bond between the dealer community and the Rosmata Group. Together, we can build on the momentum of the past successes and explore new avenues for innovation and partnership within the industry. I express my deepest gratitude to the dealer fraternity. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in the successful implementation of key projects in the transport domain, including the High Security Registration Plates Initiative. The dealer community is not merely a point of sale of vehicles. It is a key influencer in the automotive ecosystem, serving as a bridge between manufacturers and consumers. Dealers play a pivotal role in shaping consumer behavior, especially when it comes to critical societal issues like road safety and environmental sustainability. By leveraging their position as trusted advisors, dealers can play a transformative role in shaping consumer mindsets and educating the public on vital issues of road safety and sustainability. Their efforts not only enhance consumer awareness, but also contribute to a safer and more sustainable future for all. As I stand before you today, I am filled with immense pride and optimism for the future of our industry. The road ahead is one of opportunity. Opportunity to innovate, to lead, and to create lasting change. It is through our collective efforts as government leaders, industry pioneers, and the tireless dealer community that we will drive this transformation. At Rosmata, we are not just committed to serving our customers. We are dedicated to advancing the very fabric of our nation's transportation ecosystem. Together, we have the power to make a profound impact, not just on the roads we build or the vehicles we produce, but on the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. As we forge ahead, let us remember that every step we take towards sustainability, every initiative we launch for road safety, and every partnership we cultivate brings us closer to the future where innovation and responsibility go hand in hand. Thank you once again for your unwavering support, your dedication and commitment to excellence. Together, we will drive the change that defines the future of our industry and our nation. Let's move forward, united in purpose, and make India a safer, more sustainable place for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nagpal. And with that, I'm going to request Mr. Vigneshwar to kindly extend a token of thanks to our honorable guests of honor this afternoon. Can we please have a memento as we felicitate Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy. Sir, it was a pleasure to have you with us this afternoon, and this is just a gesture of thanks from our side. Similarly, I'm going to request Mr. Vigneshwar to please felicitate Mr. Bhupendra Yadav as well. Please bring the memento. Yeah. It was a pleasure to have you with us this afternoon, sir. Mr. Vigneshwar felicitating Mr. Bhupendra Yadav. And now I'm going to request Mr. Sai Giridhar to felicitate Mr. Nageshwaran. Can we please request the mementos to be sent up on the stage? Mr. Sai Giridhar, extending a token of thanks to Mr. Nageshwaran. Thank you, sir. Please send the memento for Ms. Marwa, as Mr. Sai Giridhar will felicitate ma'am as well. And Mr. Sai Giridhar will also extend a token of thanks for Mr. Nagpal. Please send the memento. Thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to quickly request Mr. Sai Giridhar, Vice President FADA, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks for this inaugural session.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. With immense gratitude and blessing of Almighty, we come to the successful conclusion of the 6th Auto Retail Conclave. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Shri H.D. Kumaraswamy, Union Minister of Heavy Industry, and Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Sir, your presence today signifies the importance of auto retail in building our nation. Your valuable insights have set a strong foundation for the rest of the conclave. भूपेंद्र यादव जी, सर, जो आपने ग्रीन हमारा FADA के जो ग्रीन इनिशिएटिव्स को जो आपने सराहा, उसका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया. एंड आज इस मंच के माध्यम से मैं आपको एक एश्योरेंस देना चाहता हूँ. हमारी एसोसिएशन ऑलरेडी एनवायरनमेंट के लिए और ग्रीन इनिशिएटिव्स के लिए बहुत काम करती है और करती आएगी. बट जैसा कि आपने अभी फरमाया, एक पेड़ माँ के नाम, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का भी इनिशिएटिव है, हमारी एसोसिएशन उसके साथ भी जुड़ेगी और उसके साथ भी काम करेगी. एंड हमारा जो पूरा नेटवर्क है, 15,000 तो डीलरशिप्स हैं सर, लेकिन अगर आउटलेट्स की बात करें तो करीब करीब 30,000 से ज़्यादा आउटलेट्स हैं हमारे. तो हमारे ये सारा का सारा जो आउटलेट्स हैं, हम सारा इसके अंदर लगाएंगे. और आपने एक और चीज़ फरमाई थी सर, रीयूज़ एंड रिसाइकल. मेरा ये मानना है कि हमारे ऑटो सेक्टर के अंदर में ये बहुत ही यूज़फुल चीज़ है और हमें इसके ऊपर में और काम करना चाहिए. हमारे कुछ OEMs हैं जो इसके ऊपर बहुत अच्छा सराहनीय काम कर रहे हैं. बट एज अ एसोसिएशन वी एश्योर यू दैट वी विल बी वर्किंग ऑन दिस. सर, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर कुमारस्वामी जी, सर, thank you for enlightening us, and we assure you that we will always continue to be a responsible organization and play a vital role in overall growth of our country. Our special guest, Dr. V. Anant Nageshwaran, Chief Economic Advisor, Ministry of Finance, Ms. Shraddha Suri Marwa, President ACMA and CMD Subros, and Mr. Karthik Nagpal, President Rosmata. We thank you for your support and for sharing your thoughts today. Mr. Nageshwaran, thanks for acknowledging the data analysis and research work which we do in reporting the auto retail numbers, which we further segregate into rural and urban demand. Sir, we will continue to work on this data as it gives the actual pulse of auto retail in India. I am confident that the knowledge and learning from today's session will be instrumental in guiding us as we transform for a better and a brighter tomorrow. We have many exciting events lined up, and I am eagerly looking forward for the conversations and progress ahead. Thank you again for your time and contribution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Girdhar. Thank you so much, Honorable Ministers, for joining us this afternoon. A quick group photograph, if we can request your presence for another 1 minute for a group photograph, as all of you are already with us on the stage. It was a pleasure hearing all of you this afternoon. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are also concluding our inaugural session of the 6th Auto Retail Conclave. As we say thank you to the Honorable Ministers, can we have a round of applause? They are taking a leave from the auditorium.